Yes. Now we are going to solve another examples. Okay. So the first examples we have discussed that simply supported beam subjected to UDL as well as point load at the center, and we have designed that beam and we have checked it for shear force, deflection, and bending moments. Okay. So now just if there are still anyone have some doubts, so you just try to concentrate on this example so that again whatever doubts in your minds that will be clear. So, okay, so see, a simply supported beam, 7 meter span, carries an UDL of 25 kilonewton per meter. Normal loads, normal means working load is given. The beam is laterally supported. Design the section and show all checks. Okay, so this is the data given to us. Simply supported beam आहे, the span 7 meter आहे. Beam is subjected to only UDL. No, now no point load is acting, and the given load is the working loads. Okay, and the condition is that laterally supported. Okay, so now step number one. First of all, we have to calculate factor load, shear force, and bending moments. So factor load is equal to 1.5 into working load. Working load is 25, so factor load is 37.5 kilonewton per meter. Now this is your uh, beam subjected to UDL of 37.5 kilonewton per meter, and span of the beam is 7 meter. Span of the beam is 7 meter. So just when this is like this is your shear force will be WL by 2, and here there is a WL by 2 because it is a symmetrically loaded beam. Okay, and your since it is a UDL completely, your shear force distribution diagram is like this. Okay, so this is V is equal to shear force is equal to WL by 2. W is your UDL, factor UDL, 37.5 into span is 7 meter divided by 2, it is 131.25 kilonewton shear force. Okay, now bending moment is WL square by 8. When at there is a zero shear force, at that point there is a maximum bending moments. Okay, that is WL square by 8 for these loading conditions. Okay, so M bending moment is equal to WL square by 8. W is 37.5, L is 7 meter divided by 8, it is 230 kilonewton meter. Okay, be careful about unit. Bending moment kilonewton dash meter, not per meter. Per meter is for the UDL and kilonewton meter is for the bending moment. Shear force is in kilonewton. So this is our first steps. Okay, now step number 2. Now whatever bending moment we have calculated in step number 1, that bending moment we have to equate is equal to moment of resistance, that MD is equal to beta B ZP Fy by gamma m naught, and that from that we will get required plastic section modulus, ZP required. Okay, so in step number 2 we are going to calculate required plastic section modulus, because that based on that plastic section modulus we are going to select the sections. Okay, so M is equal to beta B ZP Fy by gamma m naught, and here assume that section is plastic or compact. Okay, therefore beta B is 1. Therefore ZP required is equal to 230 into 10 to the power 6, that is bending moment kilonewton meter into Newton mm, because our stress is in Newton per mm square. Therefore we have to make this conversion. Don't forget this to multiply by 10 to the power 6, otherwise your calculation will be wrong. Okay, so conversion of units are very important. Okay, so into 1.1 divided by 250, so required plastic section modulus comes out to be 112, sorry, 1012 into 10 to the power 3 mm cube. Section modulus चा unit असते mm cube, because it is the ratio of moment of inertia to extreme fiber distance. For your elastic section modulus, for plastic section modulus it is ZP. Can also you calculate by using that your plastic theory concept, equal area axis. Okay, how that A by 2 in bracket y1 plus y2 If you studies plastic theory, just recall this. Okay, this is ZP. Okay, so there. Now ZP required we have calculated. Now based on this ZP required, we have to select the sections. Okay, how to select the sections? ZP values is not given in the steel table. It is given in the IS code. Okay, on page number 138. Okay, on page number 138, I will show you. Yes, this is page number 138. Annexure H. Okay, plastic properties of the beam. Plastic properties of the beam. Now see, we have how much value of required plastic section modulus is 1012. Okay, 1012. So we have to select the sections of which plastic section modulus is more than 1012. See, 1012 means is having close to this, I think 1176. 1176. 1176 मग कुठल्या याचा प्लास्टिक सेक्शन मॉड्यूल्स आहे? ISLB 400 चा. Okay, so which sections here I have selected? ISLB 400 select केला. ISLB. ISLB which is again very close. Yes, this is ISMB चा आहे 1176. Okay, we required 1012. So which is uh, slightly greater than the required. Okay, so just wait, I will erase it. Mm, so exact requirement is, means we you can select ISMB 400, but you are required which is slightly higher 1176, and we required 1012. So for that, this is the ideal. This is the economical sections. Okay, if you can select 1176, your design is correct. No doubt. But the problem is that your design is not economical. Means requirement is 1012. Requirement is 1012, and next higher section available is 1099, which is slightly greater than that. Okay, so this is okay, but still if you are going for 1176, it means you are wasting your materials, you are wasting your money. Okay, you are instead of that, you are means for, see, depth of the section is remains same. ISLB, it is Indian standard lightweight beam, and ISMB means it is Indian standard medium weight beam. Both are 400. बघा डिफरन्स काय आहे, बोथ आर 400. दोघांची डेप्थ सारखीच आहे, बट इफ यू ऑब्झर्व दिस पॅरामीटर, इट इज अ रनिंग मीटर वेट. तर ISMB 400चं काय 61.5 61.5 kg पर मीटर आहे, आणि इथं 56.9 मीन्स ऑलमोस्ट 57 फॉर एक्झाम्पल. सो 57 म्हणजे किती? एका मीटरच्या बीमसाठी हाऊ मच क्वांटिटी ऑफ स्टील वी आर गोइंग टू यू for extra steel we are going to add 57, and 61.5 is 4.5 kg. That is for 1 meter. एका मीटर साठी if requirement is ISLB 400 and you are using ISMB 400, it means you are using 4.5, means for example, let us assume that 5 kg is still more for 1 meter. It is, this weight is for running meter. Okay, so for 1 meter it is 5. Okay, our span of our beam is how much? Span of our beam is 7. So 7 into 5 means 35 kg steel. If instead of ISLB you have chosen ISMB 400, you can waste 35 kg more steel for in single beams. एका single beam साठी in one buildings on one floor there might be 5-6 depending upon the that buildings. Okay, uh, for example, in one building there may be hundreds beams, so 100 into 35, so that much it is goes on adding. Okay, so that's why along with the safety we have to think about the economy also. Okay, नाही तर आपलं स्ट्रक्चर खूप सेफ आहे, बट इट इज अ व्हेरी हेवी स्ट्रक्चर beyond the requirements, then that is no use. Okay, ultimately our as an engineer, our job is, along with the safety, we have to achieve the economy also. Okay, uh, safety without affecting the economy. So that, okay, so ISLB 400, right on the properties, 56.9 its kg, running meter weight. Depth, overall depth of the section is 400. Width of flange is 165. Thickness of flange 12.5. Thickness of wave is 8 mm. ZP 1099.45 into 10 to the power 3. It is, see here, it is given in centimeter cube. Okay, we required it is in mm cube. So just multiplied by 10 to the power 3. Multiplied by 10 to the power 3, that is 10 into 10 into 10. Okay, 3 times 10. 10 into 10, 100, 100 into 10, 1000. That way you have to do the calculations. And ixx you can refer from steel table also. Okay, if it is not, I think it is given in the here in is code it is not given. Z is given, radius of variation is given, but I think moment of inertia is not given. Area is given. Okay, so for moment of inertia ix Iyy we have to refer steel table. Okay, steel table. कुठं काय रेफर करायचं आहे जस्ट थिंक हा. In steel table you will get each and every property of the section except ZP, plastic section modulus. For plastic section modulus you refer page number 138 of IS 800 2007, or otherwise just remember the shape factor for the I sections, and you know that shape factor is equal to ZP divided by ZE. Okay, and pick up the value of ZE from the steel table. Shape factor is 1.14, therefore ZP is equal to 1.14 into elastic section modulus. That way also possible. There will be very little change in the value. Okay, so you can calculate the ZP that way also. Now, our section we have selected ISLB 400. Now we have to classify that sections, whether that section is plastic, compact, or semi-compact. Now, what does it indicate? What is meant by plastic? What is meant by compact? What is meant by semi-compact? Actually, it indicates the strength of the section. Strength means, for example, if your section is plastic, it is means it is very strong. Okay, if it is strong in the sense, it is very good in moment carrying capacity along with ductility. Okay. Yeah, after that compact section, so compact is slightly having, it goes up to its plastic moment carrying capacity, but it is having slightly inadequate ductility. Okay, inadequate ductility is slightly less. Okay, for the compact sections. And semi compact, it not goes up to the plastic moment, it is and again the rotation capacity is slightly less. Okay, ductility property is very important. Okay, so definition of plastic, compact, semi-compact is given in the steel table. Sorry, in the IS codes. Okay, you can refer that and you can read that so that you can understand it. What is meant by plastic? What is meant by compact? What is meant by semi-compact? Okay, in the initial pages itself, it is given plastic, compact, semi-compact definition are that. I will show you. I think table number 12 च्या नंतर असेल. General design requirements. It is at the start of the IS code. Plastic, compact, semi-compact, and slender. There are 4 types of sections. Notations. Okay, just control F. Why it is showing like this? It is also called as class 1. Just wait. I will show you so that you have idea about it, because that is the important points. Okay, that is the important point. Control F is not working. I don't know why. This is the first is the tensile property table. IS code knowledge is very essential. At least basic whatever we required. So, okay, not everything, but yes, here. See, this is the classification of cross section. Okay, classification of cross sections. So see, class 1 means plastic. Okay, class 2 compact, class 3 semi compact, and class 4 slender. Okay, class 4 slender. So you just read these definitions and try to understand the things. So this is over now. B by TF. First of all, we have to uh, classify both flange as well as wave. So for flange, B by TF, B means that is the BF by 2, width of flange divided by 2. हे कुठनं आलं तर यू कॅन रेफर दिस टेबल. टेबल नंबर 2 च्या नंतर फिगर दिला. दिस इज टेबल नंबर 2 फॉर द क्लासिफिकेशन. हियर फिगर्स इज गिवन फॉर I section. This is your B. This is your B. Okay, roll beams and columns. BF by 2 divided by 12.5, so it is 6.6. It is less than 9.4, so flange is plastic. Similarly for wave, D by TW, Here you can minus that 2 times R1 also for exact. Okay, so it is less than 84. So web is plastic, therefore section is plastic. Okay, section is plastic. Now check for flexure. So I will recommend that before this you go for check for shear. Okay, check for shear comes first. After that you go for check for flexure. Why it is like this? Because check for shear, and under check for shear we have to give that check whether it is a case of low shear or high shear. Means that V by Vd, actual shear force divided by design shear force, and it must be less than 0.6, so that it is a case of low shear. Okay, if it is more than 0.6, then that will become a case of high shear, and your MdV equations comes into picture. Okay, so here I think, yeah, I have given check for shear, check for bending. So beta B 1, ZP 1099, FY 250, 1.1. So it is 250. Bending moment is, MD, design bending strength is 250, and actual bending moment is 230. So it is safe in bending. Check for shear. Check for shear. VD is equal to VN, nominal shear, divided by partial safety factor. VN is equal to shear area into FYW divided by root 3. It comes out to be 461, and design shear is equal to 461.88 divided by 1.1. It is 420. 420, which is more than 131. So 420 is very high. Now actually shear is not the problem for the steel beam. It is not. It is 99% case it is safe in shear. Okay. Problem is the either deflection or bending moments. And V by Vd, actual shear force divided by design shear force 0.31. Okay, which is less than 0.6. So case of low shear. Now actual deflections. Actual deflections. Delta A is equal to UDL. Simply supported beam subjected to UDL over entire span. The formula is 5WL4 divided by 384 EI. Again, here load is working load, not factor load. So 25 is the UDL, kilonewton per meter, आणि न्यूटन पर mm एकच असते. जस्ट यू ट्राय. Multiplied by into L is 7000 raised to the power 4 divided by 384. E is 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square into Ixx. So that will give deflections 20.11. Okay, 20.24 mm. Now permissible deflection is L by 300. So L is 7000 divided by 300, it is 23.33. म्हणजे एवढं परमिसिबल आहे. ओके, 23 पर्यंत तुम्ही जाऊ शकता, पण 23.33च्या वरती जर जात असेल डिफ्लेक्शन, इट मीन्स युअर बीम इज गोइंग टू बी फेल इन डिफ्लेक्शन क्रायटेरिया. असा बीम जर खाली डिफ्लेक्ट होत असेल तर इट इज नॉट दी कम्फर्ट सिच्युएशन फॉर द युजर. ओके, एखादा बीम आहे वर आपल्या हॉलमधला आणि तो असा झुकला खाली, डिफ्लेक्ट होत आहे, आपण तिथं बसणार नाही ना, कुठल्याही क्षणी तो कोलॅप्स होऊ शकते. ओके, सो लाईक दॅट, दिस इज लिमिट स्टेट ऑफ सर्व्हिसॅबिलिटी कंडिशन. So check for deflection, check for bending moment, and check for shear. So this is check for web buckling. So D by TW ratio is less than 67 epsilon. So no, it is safe in buckling. Okay, web buckling. This is different. This criteria is different, and that 84 epsilon is different. Okay, so don't get club. एकत्र नका करूयाला. This is for web buckling, and that was for 84 चा जो criteria होता तो section classification चा होता webचा. Okay, then this crippling check is there. Okay, you go through that. This is another example. Okay, actual hall कसा असतो आपला, त्याच्यावर लोड कसं काढते. Okay, so that also you can discuss. So I will just go to up to load calculations. Okay, असा एक हॉल आहे बिल्डिंगचा, त्याचा डायमेन्शन दिला आहे 7.5 by 21, आणि 3 मीटरला बीम स्पेस केले आहे. त्याच्यावरती फ्लोअर फिनिश याचं सगळं लोड दिलेलं आहे. ओके, सो वी हॅव टू डिझाईन दिस बीम. ओके, हा बीम, दिस इज वन बीम, दिस इज सेकंड बीम, थर्ड बीम. Okay, so on this beam, the half load on this sides and half load on this sides come. Okay, so it is 1.5, it is 1.5, so 3 meter. So how to calculate that load? First of all, self weight of slab. बीमच्या वरती स्लॅब असतो, बरोबर. स्लॅबची थिकनेस दिली आहे 120 mm. so it is 0.12 meter multiplied by spacing of beam is 3. Okay, this will give you area into density 25. आरसीसीची डेन्सिटी किती असते? 25. रेनफोर्स सिमेंट कॉन्क्रीटची डेन्सिटी असते 25 किलोटन पर मीटर क्यूब. आणि प्लेन सिमेंट असेल तर त्याची 24 असते, बरोबर. इट कम्स फ्रॉम युअर IS 875 पार्ट 1. डेड लोड. डेड लोड दिल्यामध्ये ते काय सगळ्या मटेरियलच्या डेन्सिटी वगैरे दिलेल्या असतात. So self weight is 9 kilonewton per meter. Then weight of finishing, it is an area load, so 1.5 into spacing 3 meter, it is 4.2. Self weight of beam, assume either 0.8 or 1 kilonewton per meter. So total dead load comes out to be 14. Live load is given as 4 kilonewton per meter square. So it is the area load again multiplied by spacing, half on this side, half on this side. So it is 12 kilonewton per meter. So total your dead load plus live load, 14 plus 12, 26 kilonewton per meter. Okay, 26, this is the working load. Now therefore factor load is equal to 1.5 into 26, 39 kilonewton per meter. Decide the effective span. Effective span is center to center distance between center to center distance plus width of support. Center to center distance is 7.5 plus width of support is 0.3, so 7.8 is the effective span. Effective span चा criteria आहे either is minimum of center to center distance plus center to center distance plus width of supports or क्लिअर डिस्टन्स प्लस इफेक्टिव्ह डेप्थ असा काहीतरी आहे तो, बरोबर. ठीक आहे. So after deciding the effective span and total factor loads, entire procedure remains same. Shear force, bending moments, and classification. Okay, so just wait. Within 10 to 15 minutes, I will discuss the design of built-up beam. Okay. See, the structure is like this. Actual structure. See your I section. This beam you have designed. On this beam, above there is a slab. Okay, this is RCC slab. Okay, and to connect this beam with slab, here we have to add some additional arrangement, and this is called as a shear connector or studs. Shear connector, and such type of construction is called as a composite construction. Composite construction, because beam is of steel and slab is of RCC. Okay, so such type of constructions are very much popular and very good. Okay, now design of built up beams. Okay, just within 10 to 15 minutes I will cover this design of this beam. Okay, so that our only laterally unrestrained beam will be remaining. So, okay, design a simply supported steel beam of 6 meter span subjected to superimposed load. Superimposed load means live load. Live load and superimposed load is one and the same things. Okay, 30 kilonewton per meter over the entire span, along with two concentrated load, दोन point load पण आहेत, 40 kilonewton each, acting at 1/3 of the span. The section available is ISLB 400, designed using 10 mm thick steel plates. Also design the welded connections. Okay, also show the curtailment of flange plates. See, now section is given. Available section is ISLB 400. How this things comes into picture. Now we have to calculate ZP required, and ZP required will be more. Whatever ZP required, that ZP required is not going to satisfy the limit of ZP available. So in that case, we have to add the cover plates to increase the ZP, कारण आपल्याला डेप्थ रिस्ट्रिक्ट केली आहे इथं. बिल्टअप बीमचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे, कसं ओळखायचं. फर्स्ट थिंग इज दॅट असा सेक्शन दिलेला असेल, सेक्शन अवेलेबल सेक्शन फक्त ISLB 400 आहे, आणि ISLB 400चा झेडपी जो असेल, म्हणजे आपला जो झेडपी रिक्वायर्ड असेल ना, तो खूप जास्त असेल या ISLB 400च्या झेडपी पेक्षा. पण मग आपण ISLB 450 किंवा 500 कडे नाही जाऊ शकत आपण, बिकॉज दॅट सेक्शन इज नॉट अवेलेबल, बिकॉज दॅट इज दी स्टेटमेंट गिवन इन द प्रॉब्लेम. दिस इज वन थिंग. इन सेकंड थिंग, डेप्थ ऑफ द सेक्शन इज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड टू 400 और समथिंग लाईक दॅट, 300 और 500 असं स्टेटमेंट दिलेलं असेल. म्हणजे डेप्थ इज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड. Beyond that depth, you are not able to supposed to go. Okay, so in that case we have to add again the cover plates. For example, if depth is restricted to 400 and that 400 section चा ZP तुमच्या ZP required पेक्षा कमी असेल, त्याच्यापेक्षा तुम्ही ISMB 450 कडे नाही जाऊ शकत, because depth is restricted in the problems. Okay, so in that case we have to go for I section with cover plate. In that case we have to go for I section with cover plates. Okay, and that beam is called as a built up beam. Okay, so just have a discussion how it is. So this is your loading diagram as per the given examples. 6 meter span beam, UDL 30 kilonewton per meter, there are 2 point loads acting at 1/3 of the span. Okay, self weight of the beam इथं अकाउंट केला आहे. self weight total load divided by 300. So total load on this beam किती असेल? UDL 30 into span 6, हे झालं एक लोड, प्लस हे 40 आणि हे 40. दिस इज द टोटल लोड ऍक्टिंग ऑन दिस बीम डिवाइड बाय 300. सो 0.9 हा झाला त्या बीमचा सेल्फ वेट. बरोबर. I think we have not accounted in earlier problems. Okay, so this self weight is account. Okay, sometimes there is a clearly mentioned in the examples excluding self weight and including self weight. So just note down this problem and calculate bending moments and shear force. So bending moments by using this much, it comes out to be 328. Just do it. I will close my WhatsApp, that unnecessary message will come. Then shear force is 199 kilonewton. Okay, I will not discuss this diagram and this calculation. Okay, because that is, it is expected that you must know this. Okay, now calculation of ZP required. So ZP required is equal to, as per our procedure, is 1445.75. 1445 ची रिक्वायरमेंट आहे झेडपीची. बरोबर. आपला सेक्शन अवेलेबल कोणता आहे? ISLB 400. ISLB 400चा झेडपी बघा किती आहे? 1099. रिक्वायरमेंट आहे 1445 ची. अवेलेबल किती आहे? 1099. Required plastic section modulus is 1445, but available plastic section modulus is only 1099. Because see, if you go for higher section like ISMB 500, ISMB 600, then the ZP value of that section will be more than this, but we cannot use that because that is the condition given in the example. Section, we have only ISLB 400 available, we don't have any other section. So but size of plate is given, that 10 mm size cover plate. So in that case we have to calculate the area of plate. जे आपण प्लेट प्रोव्हाइड करू ना. Now our section is like this. See, this is, I will draw one diagram. This is your I section, and to this I section now we have to add a plate like this. Okay, these are the two plates. By addition of these two plates, our ZP of this ZP is going to be increased. Okay, so now we have to calculate the area of this plate. Okay, so area of this plate is equal to ZP required minus ZP available divided by overall depth of the section. So ZP required is 1445 minus available is 1099 divided by 400 is, so that will give the area is 865.75. Now area of plate, B into T is equal to area of plates. So assume either thickness or width. थिकनेस अज्यूम करा किंवा विड्थ अज्यूम करा. एक डायमेन्शन अज्यूम केल्यानंतर आपल्याला सेकंड डायमेन्शन मिळेल. ओके, सो हियर विड्थ हॅज बीन अज्यूम 200 into T. So thickness comes out to be 4.3, which is very small. So here I have taken 10 mm thick plates. Okay, I think in our problem something is mentioned about design using 10 mm thick steel plates. Okay, clearly mentioned means where to thickness is given. Okay, so it is better to go for thickness. Assume 10 mm thick and calculate the width. So provide a cover plates of size 200 by 10 mm on each flange. On each flange, not on single flange, both top as well as bottom. So that place, so your section is looking like this now. So this is your I section, ISLB 400, and this is the cover plates 200 by 10, 200 by 10. Now ZP, याचा ZP तुम्हाला असा काढावा लागेल. ZP is equal to A by 2 Y1 plus Y2. Okay, so ZP of built up beam is ZP of ISLB 400. हा तर असेलच इथं. बरोबर. ISLB 400 चा ZP आहे हा, प्लस 200 into 10 A by 2, इथं डिवाइड बाय 2 डायरेक्टली हे कट केला म्हणजे असं होईल ना, ते 2 into 2 प्लेट्स असल्यामुळे 200 into 10 divided by 2. So ultimately this 2 to get cancelled. So remaining is only 200 into 10 into Y1 and Y2. This is Y1. See here I have written. So this is 200 and this is 10 by 2 means 205, 205, 205. So see your ZP of built up beam has been goes to 1919. बघा किती सडनली किती जस्ट 10 mm ची प्लेट ऍड केल्याच्यानं तो ZP 1099 चा एकदम 1900 वरती गेलाय. Okay, so this is the advantage of built up section, but disadvantage is that we have to fabricate the sections, we have to do the connections, that additional things comes into pictures. Okay, moment of inertia, use parallel axis theorem. This is the ixx of ISLB 400 plus, yeah, दोन cover plates are 2 into bt cube by 12 rectangular plate and the width into thickness त्याचा cube divided by 12 plus AH square, area of cover plate into H, distance between two parallel axes, that Y1, 205. So its moment of inertia is 361.19. Step number 3, classify these sections. This will become plastic section. Check for shear. VD is equal to design shear comes out to be 419, which is more than 199, therefore safe. Interaction, that ratio V by VD 0.45, which is less than zero point 0.6, low shear case, no reduction in the moment capacity, so beam is safe in shear. Check for bending moments, beta B 1, ZP is 1919 into 250 divided by 1.1, so 436 kilonewton meter, which is more than actual bending moment 328.58. Okay, now check for deflections. Okay, deflection due to UDL and deflection due to 2 point loads. Okay, and it is based on working load, not factor load. So actual deflections comes out to be 11.45. Permissible deflection is span by 300, it is 20 mm. Okay, therefore actual deflection is less than permissible deflection, therefore it is safe. Therefore it is safe. So this is the your design of built up beam. Okay,